I'm so stoked because this is what's so awesome about RC. You know, you have all kinds of crawlers and fast cars, but this other genre of vintage and scale and big trucks is super cool, right? So I'm going to tell you all about these two projects right here. All right, this is a fascinating project. This is the Winnebago. It's like a 20-pound RC car with a TRX4 chassis, but I have a new chassis for it coming soon. But click on this video or playlist for a whole series on this guy. All right, so the subject of the hour right here is this guy right here. So cool. You know, Redcat released it last year. It's the Redcat COE cab over engine. It's a car hauler, vintage kind of truck, but then they modernized it, made it a lowrider, and it was pretty cool. Click here for the whole series on that guy. And we had the idea. Randy, kind of our builder, woke up and said, "Hey, I wanna work on that thing." And so what we did is we lifted it even more because he was only like 20 mils off the ground and not very useful. Couldn't even get it on dirt. And so we got it 60 millimeters off the dirt 3 times, and boom. And he said, I thought I was done, but then he said, "Hey, come over. I want to paint that thing." Okay, so I went over there. It was like 2 hours of sunlight left, but that guy is a fast worker. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you how he patina painted this thing step by step. And let me tell you, that's kind of golden knowledge right there. That's very hard to find. So I hope you learned something. And then we're gonna take this out for a run. Okay, what do you think? Insane, huh? You know, like it was like good, but now it's like so much better. What the heck happened? All right, so I can do a lot more with this guy, make some sound, put a real winch, but now it's time to take it out for a run because that was our goal, to make it look pretty, but make it a lot more useful and a lot more fun as well. All right, we're gonna start out with a box stock version right here, $550, and there'll be a link in the description. This is how you get it. Very handsome Lexan right here, and it doesn't go up and down, but with the little servo kit you can make it go up and down like a hopping lowrider. And here was the inspiration for this build, and that's Randy right there. You'll hear him speak once in a while. First step is to really take apart the body, and there's a lot of pieces to this Lexan. Pretty impressive. And scuff it up right here. And then right here is a self-etching primer.
Yeah.
So what is that?
This is that metal, the Ducal Color self-etching primer. What that does is it basically etches to the Lexan. So you're creating a base layer where it's going to make essentially like a mechanical bond because you're etching it. And then once you got the mechanical bond, then the next layer of paint is your chemical bond. And then you can layer on your paint. And then I'll throw the heat gun on it just to speed up the process of drying.
I see.
But ultimately you gotta wait for it to cure. And dude, of all the tumbles I've taken, I never had my bodies chip off for the layers, and they typically dry fast. Rust-Oleum paint though, takes too long.
I see.
Takes way too long.
All right, now the important stuff. We have a red oxide primer right here, and we can put it everywhere, but he's just putting it on the places, the exposed places where he is gonna show it. And then the black goes on top of it for another layer of patina. And then we just use some, he just has a battery of Ace Hardware paints, and this is just a blue that he happened to have that he thought would look good on this. I believe it's just enamel. And a thin layer. So you're sanding at the high points?
Yeah.
Where the sun would be.
Yeah, so usually like the sun will bleach out, you know, it's pointing down from the sky. And so you'll bleach that out down to the primer, and then underneath the primer is, you know, you'll get down to the metal, and that's where you get the red oxide color underneath the black.
Okay.
So see how the black is starting to poke through?
So you got how many layers underneath?
It's a thin layer of blue, which is this 1500 grit paper, so you know it's kind of a little more forgiving. But it's going to be the blue, the black, and the red oxide underneath the black.
Gotcha. All right, after all the sanding was done, I believe this is the red oxide paint again for some seasoning. And then we have a brand new bed here by Patina Guy. And the idea was to just stain it. So it has a little deeper color, like an older color, but it could be weathered as well and patinaed. All right, this is a really cool detail where he just takes a pen and goes through the deep parts of the body to give it some depth. Almost done. And this might be the most fascinating part. He just takes some of that special paint. We'll get the name of that in the description. Smudgy. Dirties it up. And then wherever there's features, he just smudges it with a paper towel. And it really creates some dirt and some depth. That's how he gets more.
I know about the tricks. I try to apply, but now I see it in live.
Just to build a little bit of paper towel, huh?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so there we go. We are done for the evening. A lot of tuning can be done now. So we put some 20 million weight fluid in the differentials. We don't, because it's two-wheel drive, we didn't want it to just spin freely. Give it more traction. Put some foam, some very hard foam on the front, and then put some 55 kg servos on the lifting mechanism, because we have very long servo arms to give it a huge lift, like a 60 mil lift. And here we go, onto a crawl session. We had a prototype car that we carried down here, but we can't show it yet, so we'll have to do that later. And right here really is the power of this vehicle. This is, you know, pretty darn rough. Our crawlers go here. And do some extra credits, and this is a two-wheel drive vehicle, and with a lot of overhang, and it's
Look at that guy.
It's doing okay. The motor, by the way, is a PureTech 2200 kV running 3S. Very good torque. And really good top end as well, because it's only a single speed and it does well. So much fun, this thing. And just watch this thing rally.
Whoa. Roosted that shit.
It's heavy, it's burly, a lot of travel. Heavy shock coil, like a 80 or 90 shock coil to control this thing, and heavy springs for the load.
Whoa.
So
Roosted that shit.
such a delight. All right, now we're gonna go into the mountain, and we're really gonna push this vehicle. And guess what it's carrying? A Sen Racing Ford F450 dually. And notice how this thing moves. It's got some good suspension. Just love it. Easy to drive, nice steering radius, articulates nicely. Redcat designed it with some nice wheel chocks and some straps to keep the cargo in position. And I just love the way this thing moves. Little punch there. And we are climbing. We are climbing this big hill. Love the tires. These are 1/6 scale FMS tires for the Jeep. Boom, look at that thing. It's just motoring. And these are steep hills, let me tell you. I'm gonna show off a little bit. Check it, take in the sights. It's no exaggeration that the tow truck can do more than the mall crawler Sen racing truck there. And here, some rough terrain, sticks and grass and whatnot, and really the differential fix that we did gave it a lot of traction. So love it, absolutely love it. Hope you enjoyed this build. Okay, there you go. What do you guys think? So not too bad, huh? Not too bad. And I'm so stoked actually. I'm just kind of downplaying it a little bit. I'm so happy with it. It's like so much usable now. Instead of 3 miles an hour and 20 mil off the ground, it is now so useful. I do like the mods of the heavy diff fluid and the steering, good steering servo, big lift. So usable. It's so pretty, and I can do more. But that's what the hobby is all about. You know, you buy something ready to run, but if you can personalize it, kind of put your own flavor to it, then it's good. So tell me about your latest projects in the comments, and let's exchange notes. Thanks a ton.